Hi, everyone. Welcome. How are you guys doing? I love that song. I think I heard it today earlier, and I was like, yeah, that's really indicative of what I'm going through right now. It's like I was very frightened today. I was terrified, petrified of something that I had to do, and that was to have an MRI. I mean, just a normal procedure, not procedure, but a normal test that people get. But I remember one time when I did it and I wasn't able to go through with it all. I said, yeah, I'm panicking. I got to get out. So I got out. And today I did a live stream just before I went. And it was like, wow, this actually feels good to just announce or share something that I'm fearing. And it's kind of like a vulnerable place to be in. It's a scary place to be in, especially online, especially. But hey, I went there, and that's okay. Because when I did go, and conveniently, I didn't have the address. So I knew the name of it, and I called, and I was like, yeah, I'm running late. So I was late. Of course, they took me. They couldn't reschedule it. And once I got in, you know, I realized I'm just going to get through this. Like, people do it all the time. Why can't I? So when I went in, it's for the 3T MRI scan. So it's very detailed. It's the newer one. The way it's set up is that it's not just one way in and then it closed on the other side. It's actually open on both sides, which it was actually good. But I never ever once saw anything inside there. I went in with the eyes closed and I stayed in with the eyes closed. He put up like a cloth over my head so that I wouldn't see anything or whatever. And it's pretty constricting because of the way that I have to keep my arms by sides, the way that they have like it maneuvered. And so that part was pretty tricky. It was kind of a little nerve wracking. And as far as like you can't move. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like what if I have to shift or what if I and there were times when I kind of moved because I fell asleep, and how they have like that like jerk reaction every once in a while, like without like an involuntary movement, and that happened. And the guy was like really cool because he would the tech, he would like say, hey, you know what, that was 2 minutes, we're going for the next one. The next one is 3.5 minutes. So he was really diligent with talking to me and just make sure, hey, you're okay. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. And yeah, it was cold in there. He gave me a blanket. He set it up really, really nicely to where I didn't feel fear like I thought I would. And I think that when I took that Benadryl, that might have helped because it made me a little bit drowsy. So maybe I was a little more relaxed. That's pretty much it. So I got through that. I got through a fear that I had. And I just feel like that if I face my fears and I get through it, it's like, wow, now I've become a stronger person. Now the next time I have to do it, I can go, oh, I can remember a time when I got through it and I was okay. So face your fears, don't have fears. If you can let go of any and all fears, there's no reason to hang on to them at all for anything. Now, earlier I did want to mention that on my stream that Bless Your Heart said something about, well, be careful with taking a medication, which I did not get from the pharmacist. I did not get it. And she said, careful when you take that because of your sobriety. And I was like, at this point, the sobriety doesn't matter. But, looking back, I'm like, sobriety is everything, though. Without my sobriety, like my life could like just fall apart completely. So when she said that, it was like, at the time, it almost didn't matter. And that's not a good place to be. I need to be in a place where, yeah, no matter what, sobriety does matter. And although taking that one pill would not break my sobriety, by the way, but just the fact that I had the attitude of, oh, well, whatever, it doesn't matter, yeah. So I just wanted to let her know that I did think about that after I said it. All right, Crazy Dingo. I'm gonna drop my Discord link so you can grab a hold of it in a minute. And I would like to have, let's see, who can I have up? Oh, yeah, Robert Redman. I know people want me to talk crap about him. But I'm not going to right now. And I am going to talk about something though, and that was the personality type. So I'm not sure if you guys remember way back when I had a friend by the name of Corrosive Commentary. Not sure. Does that ring a bell, guys? That name sound familiar in any way to you? So, anyways, we were friends, and at one point, I think, looking back, it's like, were we? You know. Anyway, so at the time, I made a video about his personality type, and I believe it was the ESTJ. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure, 100%. Was it the ISTJ? Might have been the crap. Now I can't remember. Anyways, it's on one of my privated streams amongst many, and I was going over his personality type. The book that I really just solemnly swear by is Please Understand Me Too. David Kiersey talks about temperament, character, intelligence, all of these 16 types of personality combinations, and pretty much everybody kind of fits into that. It stems from the Carl Jung take on it when he actually started talking about personalities, and then it branched out to the Myers and Briggs, the mom and daughter, who expounded upon that, and then David Kiersey came along, and I actually like his way of testing. I really do. So, great book to read. Mine has bunny chews on it. Okay. Yep, that's my boy. So, I think that Robert Redman was alternating between two different types of personalities. And by the way, I'm gonna have to actually change my title, because it seems like I'm gonna be going on to personality types for the simple fact that he did mention to me about his, and I don't think it's a secret or anything, but once you know, you gotta edge up on things. All right, you really do. And I solely believe that, because I have been studying this for years, like 20 years. I love this book. I read it over and over again. It just sometimes I get obsessed with things like the four agreements and my program and this and DSM-4. I don't have the 5, so there's some like certain disciplines in my life that I try to follow along, and it kind of helps me in life. Does that make sense to you guys at all? All right, let's move forward and talk about the personality types. Has anybody ever taken one of the types, as far as like the Myers-Briggs or the Kiersey type disorder? Anybody ever taken one of those that you want to share? All right, well, I'll give you kind of a little bit of an insight on the test. So, what it consists of is either you are an extrovert or an introvert, and you are either a thinking or a feeling. And you are either a sensing or perceiving. And the last one is sensing or intuitive. And the last one is perceiving or judging. So in this book, there's the whole test. It's 70, I think 70 something questions. Yeah, 70 questions exactly. And I actually had those in the wrong order. Sorry about that. It's E, I, S or N, T or F, and J or P. All right. So, basically extrovert means like you draw energy from other people. You feel energized when you're with a lot of people. It boosts you up, and that's where you draw your energy. And then the introvert is the opposite, and they have to, like, they like to be around people, but they also have to retreat and regain their own energy through solitude, through kind of just restarting and stepping away from like a crowd or something. So those are the two differences between those. And basically, I'm not sure if you guys remember me talking about this, like that I used to a couple of years ago, but I do enjoy it. And if anybody wants to join me on the panel to talk about it, I could. Gigi, I would love to talk about some shenanigans that are going on in the Discord server, because I don't appreciate not talking about you, but I am talking about a certain idea that I'm having about the way that people are going about treating each other. So, yep, that's right. I have something to say about that. So, 36 times you lost your wrench, a new world record. Hey, look, you guys got to remind me of this. That's the thing. There's no telling what's going to happen when I come back to do a live stream. Things have changed. It's like, why? And sometimes it's hard to remember exactly the reasoning for things, but I definitely don't have a problem giving GD a wrench whatsoever. I think it would actually be advantageous for me to do that. And I need to look at this as well, because it says gas control Rich Shelley. DFK still wants to, oh gosh, no wonder they hid that from everybody. Gas control Rich, what the hell? I should hide that. I'm going to hide that. Fuck that shit. Wilma's here too. Wilma, you've been on my panel before. No, you didn't. You skipped out the last time they had the UPK takeover. Wow. What happened there? Nobody in ever has heard your voice on a panel, like, for sure. Add as a moderator? Sure. Let's do it, buddy. Wilma, add as a moderator? Sure. So, did I put you in timeout? No, I didn't, did I? Oh, okay. That's what happens when I think I have to scroll up, but it's already at the up part, and that's when I accidentally hit the thing. What's UBK? You guys never miss a beat, do ya? Huh? Jackstar? What is he? Look, I'm not in the mood for this crap. You got stupid freaking, racial slurs in your name. You got, some dude's name by the name of Prime, which I actually mentioned you in my title. And I called Elizabeth K. Prime, and she did not like that at all. She basically told me to F off, and it's a common mistake. Who wouldn't make a mistake like that? So for real, please be for real, please. So you're not Jagstar, and you're also not a member of the clan. So you can kindly take, now he's going to take his name off. So now what does it say? No. No, that's not any better, dude. Yeah, you just keep back there and keep giving me new names because this is fun. Poon is not a racist, is what he meant to say, but he forgot how to use the not symbol that is available for all of us, as well as Poon Everlasting. Philly Pretzel Star saying, I didn't know, and I apologize. I work odd hours and I don't always see your streams as much as I'd like to. I appreciate that. UPK is underprivileged kids, and they're, I'm sorry, it's unpopular kids, right? Unpopular kids. But they're the most popular in the community. That's what it's a dichotomy, irony, and stuff for them. Hey, Nirak, this has been fun, guys. GD is not in my Discord. That's because you dropped. And you see, I think you blamed Trumpy for dropping because I noticed that you were coming back in quite a few times. So I didn't know why. And I checked the audit and it looks like that you may have just dropped, possibly. So that could have been a cognitive choice on your part. Poon plus, ew, no, Wilma, no, delete. Derail. Please, now. Vern Vision is saying hi to Nirak. That's super sweet. Supercilious. Yeah, so personality types. Oh, Crows and Golden are the what? Wait, what is it? What did you just say? GD? No. Hold on. Let me clean my glasses because I'm pretty sure that that's not a true statement. Robert Redman and Robert Rodman is a member of the MPK, the most popular kids. Rebel's gonna hate me for even mentioning your name. Rebel, you've been so mean to me. I can't even take it anymore. It's not even fair. If I don't have Paige up here within the next minute to have a conversation about what really happened yesterday, then what am I going to do? You know, I mean, what my conclusion is just that, hey, she just doesn't care. She just doesn't care. That's all. Who would, Shelly, be a good match for? Why do you have to change your name every single time you come in here? Unreal. I don't know if Poon is racist. Okay. Sucker. That motherfucker. I know you guys don't watch my shorts or anything like that, and that's cool. You don't get the notifications for them, but it was one that was pretty informative. I gotta get this laugh out now before I explode. I laugh every time I hear it. All right. You guys ready to laugh? All right, let's laugh. And then we'll talk about the personalities later. Plus, Robert, I want to especially talk about yours in a moment. And Gabby, thanks a lot for your kind words that you said as far as like regarding yesterday. That was pretty cool. You know it. What, Prime?
I'm not Prime, you fucking bitch.
This is going well.
You got it? Not Prime. What? You gonna stick around? Hello?
I'm sorry, I was just laughing it up.
I'm asking you again. It was real funny for you to come up on my panel last Sunday night and to say the N-word without saying anything Shelly?
What, Prime?
Oh my
I'm not
God.
Prime. You fucking bitch.
This is going well.
You got it? Not Prime. What? You gonna stick around? Hello?
I'm sorry, I was just laughing it up about
I'm,
you.
I'm asking you again. It was real funny for you to come up on my panel last Sunday night and to say the N word without saying anything else and then dropping.
What
That
N
was-
word?
That was funny?
That was
What-
me.
What
It
N word?
wasn't?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't go up on your panel.
Did somebody play it? A video?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Then I'll buy that wasn't you.
Yeah, I
That
didn't do
still
that.
doesn't cover the fact that you are a backstabbing turncoat who doesn't know how to be a friend to somebody who said
Oh,
horrible things about
okay.
Gross's wife.
Sure.
You
I
turned
feel bad. I'm so
Liz, the word is turncoat. Remember,
terrible.
turncoat.
Turncoat, yeah. So what else is going on? Let's
Shelly?
What, Prime?
Oh my
I'm not
God.
Prime. You fucking bitch.
This is going well.
You got it? Not Prime. What? You gonna stick around? Hello?
I'm sorry, I was just laughing it up about
I'm,
you.
I'm asking you again. It was real funny for you to come up on my panel last Sunday night and to say the N word without saying anything else and then dropping.
What
That
N
was-
word?
That was funny?
That was
What-
me.
What
It
N word?
wasn't?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't go up on your panel.
Did somebody play it? A video?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. Then I'll buy that wasn't you.
Yeah, I
That
didn't do
still
that.
doesn't cover the fact that you are a backstabbing turncoat who doesn't know how to be a friend to somebody who said
Oh,
horrible things about
okay.
Gross's wife.
Sure.
You
I
turned
feel bad. I'm so
Liz, the word is turncoat. Remember,
terrible.
turncoat.
Turncoat, yeah. So what else is going on? Let's
Shelly.
Did you hear Quick Cover? He's like, what N word? What N word? Like, nobody's ever serious. But then these chicks, like in this community quote, they are so serious. Like, they take everything so seriously. I don't even know how else to say it. They're angry. There are a lot of Karens in this community that I've noticed. And dude, I just took it. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, Elizabeth. Yeah, okay. Keep rolling it off. Come on. I know you got a bunch more. Just get it all out. So I don't want to fight with stupid people like Elizabeth, okay, by the way. Because she's not a rational person. Like I said with some other people, she is a rabid pit bull. And I don't fuck with rabid pit bulls, do I? The answer is no. I don't fuck with rabid pit bulls. So that's kind of how I saw her when she abruptly stormed up on the panel. And of course, here's Rada. He just has to get his views in no matter how he does it. Oh, there's going to be a fight. Let's make it better and make it a dog pile. Who here wants to see a dog pile? I do. Everybody's yelling, yeah, go, go, go. So that's what they're doing, huh? 99 people in here, guys. So I really appreciate that. That is very helpful for, to boost my self-esteem because I'm like Rada. I'm like, this means everything to me. But it doesn't. That's sarcasm. Okay, something you guys need to learn, especially the Karens in this community. Start laughing more. That could help. Just saying. So, yeah, that was funny. Shelly? What Prime? This isn't Prime. Fuck you, motherfucker. You suck, Elizabeth K. You lost it. So that's why you had to put out that video today about me, and you put up that old video that GO2 made, like you just ripped it off. Come up with some new crap, dude. I mean, seriously? Wow. Liz didn't lie there. No one says she lied. Stupid. You being stupid? Huh? Is that what you're being? Huh? Because nobody said that at all. Not a Karen here. Oh, good grief. You know what I mean. Yeah, and Rada, never allowed on my panel again. Not even ever. Oh, Raging Capricorn, let me have you up and start to talk to me about something. Because as much as I do like you, there is a scenario and a dynamic that's going on between you and some friends, and I'm kind of in the middle of it. So I would like to wonder something, and that is this. What are you doing? You know, you were over at Rebels today in the chat, and you were trying to stir it up. Now, when the tables flip over and then the plate is in front of you, you don't like that. But you didn't mind to do it to other people. That happened. We saw it. What's the problem? Mama's in bed. Oh, okay. Wow, isn't that sweet? Huh? See what I mean? He's a changed guy, Mama. He's totally not the same person, he used to be on his videos that you guys showed me. So, not trying to start a fight, even though it sounds like it. There's only one thing that I have to say. And I'll say it out loud because I told you already. Stand up, for yourself or against somebody. So stand up to them. Can you do that? Can you? And don't take any crap. Set your boundaries. Like, if you continue to take some stuff from them, then they're going to continue to do it. Maybe, think about this one. Maybe they want you to stand up for yourself and see if you can do it. Maybe they're just testing you out. Maybe they really do like you. But I think that you're maybe not as innocent as you're coming off to be. You're coming across as being this super nice gentleman. And maybe you are at home, like with your family and stuff, but maybe not so much here. And for that, I can't feel so sorry for somebody if they're actually putting stuff out. And I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. If they go real life for me, then I want you to be like, yeah, that's fucked up. But in the past, Shiva has said, no families 2023. And he just recently retracted that. That was so January, is what somebody said. Was that I could be? Did he say it was so January? No, I could be. It's not. I saw your message. Don't think I forgot it. So, and I remembered it because it's so pertinent to a warring situation that's going on right now. And see, it's that even though he said it in January, it doesn't mean that just because we, are freaking, one topic to the next, it doesn't mean that we can't actually hold on to that. And no families means no families. That means don't be putting them up on some, I don't know, a terrorist poster with other terrorists, well-known terrorists, up by bin Laden and somebody's family member, like their wife or whatever. So come on. I know people are just funny and everything, but that's real life stuff. So what I don't mind is if you put his picture there, stating that maybe sometimes he is terroristic, but leave his wife out of it, leave the kids out of it, leave the family out of it. Corrosive said, oh, you went after my wife, then you said you weren't going to go after my wife. Ever heard of an apology? Unbelievable, these people. They just get away with their spewing off of lies, and it's not cool. It's not cool. You want to keep bringing up stuff that maybe, I apologize to you for saying because I was upset with you, and sometimes we say things we don't mean. Well, Chip, I will. I will tell them. And I'll tell Corrosive and all his little flaky girlfriends that I'm not putting up with that shit. Okay? That's not who I am today. And Chip, I'm trying to help you out and give you the same kind of discipline that I have given to myself. And it's very important for people to stick up for themselves. You have to, because in the end, it's just you and God. I mean, who's got your back then? So learn now and stop rage quitting. All right. Look, you can handle 2 people. Now, can you handle 3 people? Maybe that's a bit much. Maybe then it's time to kind of throw in the towel and be like, yeah, you guys just do your thing. Okay, you guys just go ahead and be bullies. But 2 people, you can take that on. Like, really? And you've known those guys for years. So I can't beg you back in anymore. And this is so funny that you guys wait until I'm asleep and then you start throwing out, the wild cards. And what can I do? You know what I mean? About it. Losing CC and QQ is not a bad thing. They are ignorant. You know what Brian Sessions used to tell me is, be careful. They're trolls. They are. And I always look past that, but being a troll is not something that's on an application. It's not a job that you're going to have for the summer. Being a troll is a dedication. Being a troll is a mindset. And being a troll is a career. So the ones who are called trolls, so-called OG trolls, they're in it for life. And the crazier the troll, the better. What can out-top the last one? So, yeah. Anybody else is just a, faux troll. Faux, F-A-I-X. Troll. Troll. Can you handle it? Chip wants a wrench. Shut up, we the people Karen Wars. Okay? I knew it was that. I was just testing you guys. So, yeah. Can you handle it? Can these hoes handle me? That's the question. Because all of them think they can, but I don't think they can. Listen, I wouldn't fuck with Bless Your Heart, though. That's for sure. I wouldn't. Oh my gosh, I would not want to get her mad. She's a sweetheart, but I can tell that she could tell me off pretty easily. Is a Pennywise. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Nirak. Is that it? Is that it? Raging Capricorn is GD, you were right. Chip has been trolling me. Wow. Oh my gosh, I never know who to believe. Like, they were right. They were totally right. And I took your side. Oh my, see, look at the jokes he's throwing out. But listen, you guys, that's not the same Chip. Just because he's under a different name doesn't mean that's the same guy, but he's not acting the same way. Because in my server, he only talks about beautiful butterflies and the grill and the racing and the family. And it's so pleasant. And then he comes in here, Poon's donger don't get stiff anymore. Like I'm saying, like, really? There's more. There's a lot more. That's not the only thing that he had to say, but that is one of the things that he had to say. So GD, you were right. And that's why GD and I stick together, because he sees things that I don't see. And I only see what's in front of me. I don't see the backstory because I probably don't know the backstory. And everybody can put on that temporary mask and go, hey, you know what? I'm good. I'm the best. Really? Well, Paige doesn't think I'm the best. She doesn't even think I'm good at this point. She didn't even try to get back to me today. That is not cool. I don't appreciate that. I guess I'm just going to have to stick with my old friends and not try to make new friends. Just going to have to be the way that it's going to have to be. Oh, and by the way, Huck was not talking about me. What she does is she does the same thing that I do, is she will get on something, and then in the middle of it, in the middle of the sentence, you know, she'll say hi to somebody from chat because she just saw them come in. And then she'll go back to what she was saying. So kind of tied me into that and made it seem like she was talking about me, but she wasn't. And that's why I actually have to hear what is being said. People go, oh, you said this. Well, let me hear it so that I can get the context of it. And then tell you whether or not, it's what you think it is and what I know it to be. So that's why it's important. But I don't even care. Like, I don't have to. These girls, man, they were up there last night, and all they wanted to do was try and get me to submit to them. No thanks. Why? Because you're unreasonable, rabid pit bulls? No, that's a bully. That's a human bully. Just saying. No other way of looking at it. Everybody likes to, say, oh, well, they're right about what they're saying. How about not your fight? Not your circus. Go by what your leader says. Quit simping for Corrosive and let him speak for himself. Or can he do that? Is he strong enough to stand up to me? No, he's not. Otherwise, he would. But he gets these other little hoes to come and stand up for him. What for? That just makes him look weak. It's your fight, not theirs. Kick them to the fucking curb, where they belong. I don't like curb hoes. Not my favorite thing. I dropped the StreamYard link. I'd like to have a bunch of people up here and, replicate Paige's show yesterday, the one where she snubbed me. And I'm okay with it today. I've accepted that happened. But if we could just kind of get a group up here and make it look like we're having fun and make it worth my time to be on here, that would be great. Everything's going good. I was able to get through that MRI, which was awesome. I was worried that I'd have to come back on here and go, guys, I chickened out. I couldn't do it. And I told you, I was like, look, some of my viewers, like they're concerned. They kind of do want to know whether or not that I went forward with this. Hey, hippie. And I did. So also, the ENFP or INFP, those are two personality types that are very prevalent in my world with people I know. The INFP is a wonderful person. They're the healer. They are so kind-hearted. They only want what's best for people. They're only the types who are very empathetic, care about other people. They're the therapists and the psychiatrists. They're the people who are taking care of other people. Oh, I got somebody coming up. Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing good. Can't complain too
Good.
much. How about you?
I'm good. I'm good. I got through something that was very scary for me, and I came out ahead. So that's a good feeling when you conquer something,
That's good.
So I'm talking about the personality types, and have you ever taken that before? Have you ever taken that test, like the Myers-Briggs or the temperament sorter?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember what yours was?
No, I don't. It
If
was a
I
while
told
ago.
If I told you, would it sound familiar? If I told you, would you be able to, if I told you what I think yours is?
Okay.
Um, I think yours is the, let me see, the E. Are you extrovert?
No.
Introvert? You're introvert. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I don't know if you're the sensing or intuitive. That one's kind of hard for me to decipher. Do you like to see the world through your five senses, like the here and now, the current um, events, or do you like to see things as possibilities, concepts, ideas, and theories? It's kind of a heavy laden question, pretty much.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of an easier way to say it, but okay. So, anyways, and then it's thinking or feeling is the third part. Are you a feeling type? Do your like decisions get ruled by your thoughts or your feelings most?
Feelings.
Okay, I kind of knew that one. All right, so there you go. And then the last one is judging or perceiving. The judging is like that you're the type of person who works best to deadlines. You like things to be scheduled, signed, sealed, and delivered. And then the perceiving type is one that works to whenever, if they possibly can. They're spontaneous, and they would rather settle things on a handshake. It's just like an example. So, which one describes you?
Definitely the first one.
Okay, so a J. So you're the last two of yours are F and J, and you're an introvert. So that's I, and then F and J, and then either S or N. So let me see how else I can say it in a better way. So it's either sensing or intuitive. So intuitive is imagining what the eyes can't see, and then sensing is knowing from experience and from what you can see. And I don't know if that's even, it's a hard one to describe, actually. Let me see if I can
I
get you
think I would have to go through sensing.
and sensing. Okay. So
Yeah.
yours
If
is,
I had to do one or the other, I would say sensing.
so then then you might be the ISFJ. Okay. The ISFJ. So this is a great book. You can take the test in this one too. It's 70 questions. You can do it online at Human Metrics as well. It's a great free place to take the test. Thanks for always hanging out with me. I appreciate it. It's cool to see you all the time.
I enjoy coming here.
Especially when people are behaving and not being too trollish. It happens. They just whatever.
Yeah. Just remember, things always change for a reason.
Yeah.
And what that reason is, we may never know or understand. But I do believe, people change, people grow. So,
Mhm.
so their environment also changes and grows.
I know that you're right about that. But I do think, I don't want to say it negatively, but I do think that from some of the people I've seen, as far as like trolls and stuff, I don't think they want to change. Like being good is seen as bad. If that makes any sense at all.
Well, I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this, but I've said it before. Some people cannot leave high school. And
Yeah,
I truly believe that. Some people are stuck in that mindset.
I know they are.
It's like the alcoholic. When the day they start drinking and the day they become an alcoholic is the same day that their brain stops growing. Maturity stops right there. So if you became an alcoholic at the age of 16, that's where your mind will always be at 16 until you stop.
That's
And
absolutely right. Yeah, your maturity is stunted at that point. They say when you quit drinking, then you go back to the time that you start. Your maturity level goes back to the time you started drinking. So you are right about that. I want to tell you this, that with your personality type, it is the guardian protector. Great deal of satisfaction from caring for others and offering them comfort, like making people feel comfortable. Maybe people go to you for their problems, for you to listen to them. And let's see, ISFJ, dedicated is one of the words, self-sacrificing, preserving. So very family oriented. As far as like money, you seek to get your money's worth. You'll do everything possible to preserve any of the belongings, whether big or small. Frugality is a virtue. You know the value of a dollar. I mean, we're all like somewhat like that, give or take. Respectful, you're always out to do the right thing at the right time. That seems to follow you, and you're stable. That's some of the types of good qualities.
that is spot on.
Really?
Yes.
You're the nurturer? Is that how you see it?
I was a counselor in a psych hospital for many years, and I
Oh,
absolutely loved it
oh my gosh, that's so cool.
until
I
I started getting beat up on. You get beat up pretty bad in a psych hospital.
Yeah, nobody wants to be there.
And it's a mental health is the biggest burnout. So yeah, I got burnt out.
I want to see if we can get Raging Capricorn up here. You gotta know, man. You're in my server. You see what's going on. These guys, man, they want to prove something to each other, but they're not on the same page. See, this guy, he thinks that people are. Wait, not him. He thinks people are attacking him. Which, I mean, yeah, okay, they did put his family on the terrorist list. Not good. And they seem to be doing that to get him to toughen up. Chip, at your age, you know, you could say, hey, dude, I don't appreciate that. And be like, Shelly, can you delete that? But you just leave, like, but then you come back. It doesn't make sense because you've known them for a long time. There's definitely a way to solve things without running away. So, and I do that. I mean, I do. I run away because I don't want to fight. And that's kind of probably where he is. So I see it from both ways. They want him to stay. He wants to leave. But they don't want to do what it takes to get him to stay in order to keep him there. They're waiting for him to stand up for himself, and that's all they want. Look, I can say things to GD, and he doesn't get offended. at all. It's weird.
No, I've had a couple of times when I tried to get GD going, try and trigger him
You tried to?
just to see if I could do it. No other reason.
That is great. Why am I excited about that? Because I just see you as not doing that, I guess. That's funny, but he'll take the bait and he'll run with it with you because he knows what you're doing. And Chip, he just wants you to be able to not get offended, basically. That's all they're asking for.
Yeah.
They like you. They like him. They want him to be there. They don't want to beat up on you. They don't want to. They just can't help themselves.
When I first started coming to YouTube, I did get offended a lot.
Me too.
And because I wasn't used to it, I didn't know what to expect. So then I started hanging out on your stream and your panel, and then I just my skin got a little thicker.
Thanks to the Antarctic Chick Show. Only place on earth where they just say anything at any time they want. All right, somebody's going to come up.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, Prime.
Hey, that's not me in your chat, and that's not me typing in your side chat. I haven't been up here at all. Somebody told me somebody's in here fucking around trying to be me. It's not me.
That's okay.
For Christ's sake, I had a wrench one time. If you didn't take the wrench away, you'd know it wasn't me.
Chip, listen. It's all right. I haven't even really been reading what they say. I've only been talking.
Well, look, I'm reading your side chat now. Shelly, I could take care of you every night, this and that, and shit like that. Fucking somebody fucking out here. It's not me, Shelly. I'm trying to DM you and tell you.
Chip.
I'm fucking pissed.
Chip, listen. The people who are saying that are not. See what I mean? You were right, GD. He can't even let me speak. Like, he just ran away. So that's the only thing that started to get bad, are these two things here. And it's probably GD or Wilma who's doing it. Somebody's doing it with him. But there's no reason to get mad. It's not a whole community against him. You're lucky you only have 2. Congratulations. Try having 50 or more, 200 or more. Try that. Okay, Chip? No sympathy. Sorry.
Wow.
He didn't have to blow up.
How is the name? How can 2 people have the same username? I don't know. I guess is there something different about one of them?
I just banned it. They can change the name. The thing is like, what am I supposed to do? Check every single person's account when they come in?
Yeah, I know. That's what mods are supposed to be doing.
Right.
Honestly.
Well, then
that's why people have mods, so they can pay attention to the chat while you are doing a live stream.
Oh, he tried to call me too. I didn't hear it because my finger was off. Call me too. I'm sorry, Chip. I just got your messages because the ringer was off. I didn't hear it, okay? Not cool, man. He doesn't care. He's just like, hugs for Nirak. He just comes in. He's like, whatever. At least it wasn't me.
Wow, you banned Raging Capricorn, and look who pops in. My buddy, Trumpy.
I wonder if it was Trumpy who was being Raging Capricorn all this time, and now he's just coming in, la-di-da-di-da, skipping through.
That's Trumpy.
Oh, the funny part is that, of course, he's going to blame it on Wilma and GD, knowing that it was probably Trumpy.
You're right, because Wilma and GD have been in here.
Exactly. Can't be two places at one time. What's up, Trunk Monkey?
Or two people at in the same place.
Unless they have two devices, but I'm not going to go there.
And unless you have two YouTubes open, because I've actually done that before by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be watching a video and then I will get a notification that, like, I'll get a notification, Shelly's live. So I click on it and it opens another whole window and the other window's still playing. I'm like, oops. So I suppose you could do it.
Mm-hmm. I suppose you could. Where's his wrench? Trumpy, remember the last time I gave you the wrench, you sent everybody home. You timed everybody out and you banned people. That's not going to happen again. I can barely keep the people now because of Chip. Chip coming in, you're like, that's the raging Capricorn that we're seeing right there. That's the rage that we just saw. Who cares? If he says, hey, it's not me, I'll believe you. You don't have to get upset for me to believe you more. He doesn't time. Oh, bless your heart. He doesn't time me out. So cute. We used to have good panels with me, you, and Radha, and then something changed with Radha along the way, and he's not the same person as far as being on a panel with him. So I can't ever see going back to that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People change. And I think it was, me personally, I think it was the environment, the trolls and the untrolls, or whatever you want to call them. People would give him shit. And then he changed and he started giving it right back. But he took it a little too far, I think.
Well, I also noticed that when people do things to us, sometimes we turn around and do that exact same thing to somebody else because it's been done to us.
Yeah, that's true too.
Hey, Chip, I see the message, okay? I get it. There's no reason to be... That's the problem, is that people are getting upset. If we could just kind of fix that. I think the anger is bad. They say, I read something that it's a myth to say, oh, if you get it all out in vents, you'll feel better. But I heard that was a myth to do that. Like
it is. It is. It doesn't. I think personally, a past experience that I've had, I'm not proud of at all. I'm not going to get into it, but I did get all my frustration, a lifetime's worth, out on somebody. And then afterwards, I cried for days because I felt so bad during that. And not feel so bad for lashing out on this person, but letting myself get that angry. And it went from one anger to another. You still have it. It just kind of switched to different
places.
Yeah. Because my daughter also saw it. She was young and she saw me go through that, and she saw me, and when she got older, she says, Mom, that scared me. I thought I was going to lose you. And I'm like, so now I have that guilt, and I don't think you feel any better. I really don't.
No, because there's sometimes, like you said, like there's regrets the next day. And then also you can get, in a way, addicted to that behavior to where now that's your coping mechanism, is to lash out.
Yes.
Even though it doesn't work.
That is absolutely correct. That can become...
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, you said you can actually become...
Oh yeah, you can become that behavior. If you did it once, I don't know, maybe like a serial killer, I guess I could describe it as. The first one's always the hardest, but it gets easier as you go on.
That what they say?
I guess if you have an addictive personality, I have a gambling problem.
You do?
Yes, I do.
A lot of people do. A lot of people like just start out as, oh, just play $100 worth or whatever, and then they get addicted to the winning. But do you ever really
I had to
win?
I had to remortgage my home one time. It was not good. I haven't always been a nice person, I guess.
And then people say they look at it in a way like, well, why don't you just stop? You know, if you're doing, you know, refinancing your home, like why? You said refinance?
Yes, I had to refinance.
Then why not just stop? But that's the problem with addictions, is that it takes more than just losing things. You know, it takes hitting that bottom. Not always does it take hitting a bottom.
You're right, because I don't believe I hit bottom before I could. You know, I think that's why I have such a strong bond with my daughter, is because she was the one who like opened my eyes to what I was doing. And I mean, I'm out of it now. I'm not in that debt anymore. I worked 2 jobs full time. I worked my ass off to make it right again, and I did it. But I still get urges, you know, like today on the news, they said Powerball is up to what, $1 billion. What did the first thing that came out of my mouth is, Kayla, you want to play? And she's like, Mom. I'm like, okay, because that's all it takes, that one time.
At one time, right? Abstinence.
So, you know, I still deal with it. It's still there. It's, you know, it's like quitting smoking. I mean, former smoker, it's all the same. It's still that people get the urges. I think people get urges to start smoking again when they're really stressed, because the nicotine kind of like calms people.
Well, that is good for you. Robert Redmond says good for you, and I agree with him that, you know, you've been able to get past that to continue a good life for yourself. Yeah. You know, I used to have like I don't know if it was a shopping addiction or what, but I would work like 3 jobs because I wanted to have like all the cool stuff, and I was in college and just living a fast-paced lifestyle to where I couldn't barely sleep, and I was still just partying. And I don't know how I did it, honestly. I don't know how I did it. I mean, I was literally at 3 jobs full time, 4 classes full time, and partying. So I had to quit one, but I feel like I had 2 jobs like for a long time. So, and just to have like, just to get cool stuff, you know, and I would open credit cards to get cool stuff. So it did become a problem as far as that goes. And I think that can be an addiction too, is the shopping.
Yes, it is.
To get addicted.
People get addicted to, my mom was, she said she wasn't addicted, but addictive personalities run in the family. It runs in all families. And I believe she was addicted to QVC and the Home Shopping Network. Those are the, you know, back in the 90s. This was, you know, she's not around anymore, but when she was, QVC 24/7 was on. She didn't want to miss a show.
I know it. And some of the stuff on there's crap. They're Technobond and stuff. I heard that's not even like a real thing as far as like the gold and silver mixed together. It's not even like a good quality.
It's not.
I mean, and my grandma used to watch it all the time. I would sometimes watch it just because they made it so appealing, you know, the things that they were selling. So let me just look at the chat real quick. Nirek says that Charles Folland is in the chat, and basically he wants me to unban the old one. You told me that was a sock or a clone of you. So now what do you want me to believe? So now you're trolling me. Where's my trolls? Come get him. Come get him. He tell me to block it, and I did.
Yes.
And now he's telling me that I shouldn't have blocked it. Is that
So
what?
that that was him all along.
I'm confused. Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe this is a clone. Maybe this is the clone then.
Well, I keep
Somebody-
him blocked for a little while. Let him sweat it out.
He has to. I can't do it myself. Good evening, Sugar Crits. How are you doing? That's the real Chip, Shelly says that gas control rich. I don't know, Chip. How about you could come up and let's let the audience know that you can speak calmly and that that's not your general way of being. And if I'm sure G is still up because of the time change that he has. I kind of wish he would come up. Guys, give me a show, please. You used to give me a show. Now it's like, I don't know. And I want to talk to you both because it's been hard to get you guys together to talk it through. It would be great. There's nothing to lose. You'll just get screenshots galore tomorrow. That's it. Charles is not him, he says. It's not him. Okay. Well, then I'm going to block him because he says it's not him. And I'm in his DMs, so I know, his DMs are him. Guys, leave him alone. Here's another one here. Another raging Capricorn. Let me ban that one then, too. They're coming in one after another. All
What's
right.
going on with what's going on with Chip?
I don't know.
Bullied?
He's upset. And look, Chip, if you're listening, I just banned. There was another raging Capricorn that came in. I just banned that one too. So Trumpy hasn't been around the last 20 minutes.
Oh, Trumpy.
Could have been him. I mean, I'm not the smartest to detect a good troll, but I'm pretty
Yeah.
be spot on this one.
Has GD spoke recently?
As far as
No.
coming back in, he was coming in and then leaving and coming in and leaving. I don't know what was going on with that, but I believe that they were trolling him and he got super upset because of a poster that they put up.
Oh.
A terrorist poster. And my thing is like, put his face on it, not other people. If you're trolling him, hey, sweet, Trumpy's in voice with him. And I mean, you can't type and talk at the same time.
Really? And there is a mute button.
Simping, simp 101. Stop wrench begging for fuck's sake. Does Sweet have a wrench? Let me see. If it's the right Sweet, y'all better quit now. This time I'm going to check, though, because I can do that.
I thought you took everybody's wrench away again.
I did.
I think you should just have a couple people that are in your, in your live streams. You don't need 5 or 6. I'm not telling you what to do, but
I was thinking about this the other day, and it's almost as if like that I have to just have 2 people. That way the crowd doesn't know who timed them out except for those 2 people and me. Okay? And that way they can either guess that it's one or the other, but nobody would really know. And then that keeps those 2 mods out of trouble. Does that make sense to you? It's like, okay, if they're hitting the electric chair buzzer, there's 2 people hitting it. That way that neither one of them know who actually is the one who killed him.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. Wilma, it's not too much drama, but if you could help me out, maybe I can kind of figure out why Chip gets angry so easily. Because you know him better than I do.
I think what triggers him is people make comments about his wife. And
That's true. I know.
he loves his wife so much, and
He does.
he believes she's beautiful, and he should. But others will, because he talks about his wife and his dogs a lot. People, like, I used to talk about my family a lot too, and that's what people went after.
He also likes doing the barbecue with the families. He likes his dogs. He misses his dogs. And he also likes races. He likes the races.
Oh,
The NASCAR. He loves it.
yeah, well, he lives right in one town over. I'm not going to say, well, I don't know if he has told anybody, but he lived very close to the racetrack in New Hampshire. I used to go there too all the time. It was a big thing to do in the summer in New Hampshire. Go to the racetrack.
Cool. That sounds cool. I've never gone before. I heard it's super loud, super exciting.
Yeah.
Kind of high energy there.
Yeah, because, well, I don't know. I think they built the track. Something happened on the third turn because there was always crashes there. So everybody wanted that side, the seats right there. And I always seem to get the seats right there. And I don't care. I just would buy them. Well, I wouldn't buy them, but my family and my friends, whoever I was going with, that's where I always ended up. Everybody wanted to be on the third turn. Because that's where all the crashes were, or still are. I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't been to a race in almost 10 years.
wow. I didn't know what you meant by that. The
Oh.
turn.
Yes, there's it's an oval shape, and there's four turns on it. And on the third one, just before start and finish line, the third turn there was always crashes right there.
I want to tell you guys something real quick. That is a fake Trumpy account. So you think this is funny? Look, that would have been great if I handed over a wrench. Jeez, unreal. So Swedish Sugar, even you got trolled on that one. And that's a real Swedish Sugar. By the way. So let me delete this guy. Oh my gosh, you guys. Well, at least they're not too bad like they used to be. At least they're not doxing and stuff. Not that you guys can, because you can't. Just saying that. Trumpy's hurting tonight. Oh, that's not a fake one. Oh no, is it? Oh, I blocked it already. He didn't have any subscribers on there, sweet. I can't imagine Trumpy not having not even one subscriber on his channel. So I did.
I'm not subscribed to him. There's only, I don't know, I have a very small amount of people I'm subscribed to. I think I took, I don't know, I get tired of the notifications and the whole drama of it. It's like, all right, I've had enough. And then I'll go through a spell where I start subscribing to everybody, and then I'll get tired of the BS, and I'll just say, all right, I'm done. And I just let it.
Like cleaning house.
Yes, I clean house a lot.
All right, let me address a couple things here, and that's for Wilma is saying that he ran out of charcoal for his barbecue. They were in VC before I yelled for him. I don't remember why I did, but she just knows that it's him. I don't think that's fine. Look, he doesn't hear his back. You have my main blocked. Okay, well, cool. And just like a lot of people say, oh, you can't block me. I have too many sock accounts. There's no way you can block me. Well, now you just gave yourself away. Rhoda's asking if you please unblock him in StreamYard. The answer to that is a big no. Okay, moving on. That's a fake Trumpy. Thank you. See, Ash Control Bitch knows. Ass instead of
Ass.
Gas Control Rich, listen, it is funny. I can't help it.
That is ass control.
I'm gonna laugh at things like that. I'm sorry. I have to. If it's a real name, yeah, I won't. I'm not gonna laugh at that. He's even laughing at it, so that's hilarious too. Hey, H, who's H? Oh, Huckleberry. You want your damn wrench? I don't know, sweet. Can you verify that that's really Trumpy? If it is, then of course I'll give him a wrench. Huck's ghost ass, just the ass. Are you reading your chats and checking DMs? Oh my gosh. Can you demand anything more? I can't type. They keep blocking me. Well, if you guys could just not play these games, then nobody would be blocking.
There's no reason to get so mad. Why are you so mad, Chip? I mean, you play this game in Discord.
Maybe he needs a box of tissues. Maybe we need to send him something to his house.
Or maybe some Midol.
Yeah, he's got a big problem with his moods. Fake Chip. Pat, please don't do this to me. Please. Fake Pat. If you're fake, just put fake in front of the name so I don't have to guess. Fake Pat. Yeah, you were reading my mind. Fake Sweet. Fake Huck. I get bullied. Sweet. You want to know something? I can't even send you a message on DMs. Good thing we have a backup.
Yeah, you know what, Shelly, I don't think any of this chat is towards you whatsoever. I think they use your live streams to bully each other.
That is so true. Look at this.
Look at this. I know. I just flipped over to the chat and I'm like, what? They're all bullying each other.
We could be having a conversation and it just roll off their backs because they got something else going on down there. That's too funny. Robert, so if you're the ENFP, then that is, I know a lot of people who are that too. And they pretty much, I have a harder time getting along with them. But once I get to know them, then they're the best of friends. But in the beginning, there are some conflicts. The INFP, instant click with them. So let's see. The ENFP are the campaigners. Okay.
Huck's ghost ass. All right, I haven't seen that one before. I know I don't come on here much, but
I haven't seen that one either.
Huck's ghost ass. Huck, are you aware of that name?
Mm-mm. You know, and who else said hi to Huck, who usually doesn't, is Wilma. So that was a, I don't want to say flip-flop, but that was something new.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, bring Chip back on the panel. That was really Chip, guys. That was not the fake Chip, by the way, as opposed to the other three who are in the chat, and one says, I get bullied. He probably does think he got bullied by them doing that name. He's been around a long time. He knows people do this. Why does it get him so mad? It's not like they stole his car. I mean, most people would
Yeah.
laugh. If they start saying really bad stuff or doxing people with my name, yeah, I have a problem with that. Big time. But nobody did anything with your name.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anything serious. Looks like a bunch of
Yeah, even if
the
he
bunch
never,
of kids bullying each other.
nobody would
recess.
right, and nobody would have remembered a single thing that he said on this particular panel. Nothing stood out, but he saw it, so it made him mad. That's the perception. Shelly, I'm having her videos come up. Go backstage and show him your sweet. This is the guy that you were talking to in VC. Why? Just why? Wilma just wants to know if it. That's true. Aussie Manda is saying hi to everyone. Sweet. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Sweet is
Hey,
definitely
Rossi.
at civilizing people. She has a way of doing it with Rebel, Trumpy. She tried it with Joe. Word, I'm not sure. But as far as like guy friends she's had, I feel like that she doesn't take crap from them. That's what I've gathered from her. Now, when it comes to her joining the server, I don't understand why she leaves, other than maybe stuff that GD says to her. But she can fire back if she wants to. Well, maybe she just doesn't want to. He wants to get under people's skin. That's what he does. He can't get under mine. Ain't gonna happen. But I don't think he's really tried either. He probably could. That's the worst part. What's ERR? Somebody keeps saying ERR.
Error?
Video is not me. I don't get it. Who is Who is that?
Earl. Don't know.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't want to see any of his stuff. I'm not interested in 1A that much anymore. I don't really watch 1A anymore, honestly. I don't know. I used to be very interested in it. I used to do it and meet people and stuff, but I don't know. It just got kind of boring. ERR videos, that's his channel. Oh, okay. He isn't 1A, you adult. What is adult? I don't even know what that means. What is adult?
First I thought it said doll. I thought that was two L's, but it's adult.
Hey Siri, define dolt.
Dolt means a stupid person.
Oh, hell no. You jerk. So bad. In a nutshell, stupid person. Because he just can't say stupid or idiot. He has to say, look at Robert knows. Ooh. He just won over 1,000 at a casino. Oh, okay. It would be wise to show him your boobs for $1,000. I mean, okay.
That's not going to go very far.
Shelly, he would love to audit your special. Oh my God. Why do I even start reading these when I know it's going to be crazy from him? Now I'm glad that ass control bitch came in because that's more fitting. Let's chitty chat with Betsy Washam. Betsy.
I think that's supposed to be Betty, isn't it?
It is. Hey, much love. I wonder how she's doing. I've had her on a panel once before.
I don't wonder. I don't know. I don't think about her much. She was whacked. She probably still is. But
Yeah.
man, she could talk and talk, and the more she talked, the more stupid she sounded.
People tend to get more stupid throughout the years. They don't
Yeah.
get help. And staying here without proper support and support from people can make you go insane. All right, sweet. If Rebel's here, could you please come up on the panel? Could you please stop by, because I'm hearing my name a little bit and I'm not sure why. I've seen her at Grace Thorpe. I don't know who that is. Do you?
No.
Did she get her channel shut down or something? Was she selling too many?
Rebel's too busy begging. Oh, he doesn't beg, he demands. There's a difference.
He did it all caps too. Yeah, I don't want to start a fight. I'm sure everybody knows that we all agree on that, though. Nobody's going to say, "Oh, I think it's okay. I think it's cool. I think it's fine." No one's going to say that about e-begging too much. No one is going to think that it's okay.
No, it's not. It's never okay. There's panhandlers all around the city that I'm in, and every time I stop at a stoplight, I have to roll up my window, or I'm going to get, attacked verbally by people demanding money. And I always say, I don't have cash on me. I don't carry cash. I keep everything on my cards. And they would argue with me, like, well, can't you take it out at an ATM? I'm like, yeah, I guess I could, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
I have a family.
Because you can't take out $2, but you can take out 20, and here they go grabbing the 20 from you because they don't have change for a 20.
I know.
So that's not going to work out. And
I know.
that's is like, you got to think of it from their perspective. They have nothing, and you have something that they want, and that's material things. So they may, at some point, if they get to a really low point, steal from you. So yeah, I do put up my windows, and I don't even make eye contact with people because they may be scammers too. And
Of course they are. You can tell when they have shifts they do up here, and they will take shifts. I've seen the shift change. One's leaving, the other one hops on. It's such a scam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get into their BMW and then they sail off in the wind with all their earnings.
Yeah,
I heard that they pay each other to have certain posts and stuff.
probably. And I'm sure there are some that are really homeless and really down and out, but the churches here in this city give so much food. I've donated, and I've seen how much food they give out. It's like, wow.
Yeah, I donate.
And a lot of it is junk food. I agree that should not be donated, but yeah, there's so much up here. There's really no need for anybody to be homeless up here. This city gives so much.
That's good. Yeah, the longer that you're homeless, or this is my opinion, like the longer you're homeless, the longer you're out of work, the harder it is to go back. Same thing with like going to church. The longer you're out, the harder it is to go back because it's so out of the norm. It's uncomfortable, but you will become comfortable, and you'll even be happier when you start making your own money.
Yeah, self-pride.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you work hard and play hard.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
I'm getting tired.
Me too.
I
I am. I'm
think I'll
it's
cut
only
it.
it feels later than 11.
It does. Yeah, I guess did you get up early? A lot of times that happens if I get up early too.
No, I think you came on early because I usually catch you late. Like I'll wake up in the morning and notice you were online around.
All right. It's been varying now, every now and then.
Yeah. Oh, which is
Schedule's been
good.
changing. I had that MRI today, so now I just gotta wait for results. But I got through it though, and that's what I was scared since yesterday about it. It's like the fear was overwhelming.
Yeah.
But once I went into it with a clear mind, and I just said, I'll get through this. Just relax. Nothing's gonna happen. Like my mom said, Shelly, nothing's going to happen though. Like I know it's all in my head. I know.
Nobody likes to go to hospitals. Nobody likes to go to have these big tests. I have to have an EMG done. And I'm terrified because I'm told they're so painful. They stick probes or whatever into your I don't know if they touch the nerves or it's a nerve test. And
is it for carpal tunnel?
Yes.
It hurts like hell.
Yeah, I have
carpal tunnel, so I had to have that test. I have carpal tunnel. I need to have surgery, but I haven't had it, and it does. It hurts. Not all of the points that they use, but some of them it's like, that hurts really bad, but it's okay. I would do it again if I had to, because it wasn't that bad. But
yeah, I do have carpal tunnel, and my doctor believes I've got pinched nerves in both my elbows. Being on the computer too much. I'm on the computer at work. I'm on the computer at home. Our lives are keyboards and computers. And
repetitive motions are what really causes a lot of damage, and it's going to just continue to get worse and worse. Now, as far as like surgery, I heard that it's painless. It's pretty quick. The recovery time is pretty lengthy. It's like, I guess, 4 weeks to a couple months or something like that. It may vary, but one of my doctors said it was well worth it for him. And I'll wake up with my hands completely numb.
Yeah, I sleep with braces on.
Yeah, I have my braces. 1111. That's awesome. 1111. Little angel numbers. But I remember when I first had like the flare up, it was so bad. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what was going on with it, and it hurt all the way up my arm. I had to use I would do coconut oil and a spoon and try to rub it out. It was bad, but it's not as bad now, and I do use the braces a lot. You can cure it by stripping the muscles and tendons in the hands, wrists, and arms. Stripping them?
Yeah, the pinched nerves, my doctor said it's a very easy, they just make a little slit on your, I don't know, the one side of your arm where the elbow is. And all they have to do is like, whatever's pinching on the nerve, they move it. And I don't know, I think it's a swollen tendon, possibly. Or she was saying it could be anything from fatty tissue to tendon or ligament or whatever. I don't think you have ligaments up there, but or even tendon. I don't know. I don't know what's in the elbow, but there's something. She believes something's pinching on my elbows.
Well, right now, I had to have that MRI because I have tennis elbow and I've had it since December, and it still hurts. I've done everything here. I've done everything that they can do topically, including I'm in physical therapy. So yeah, it just came on. It, I don't play tennis. There's no rhyme or reason for it, but it is still bad. And I mean, I'm going into all these months later. It's like, and I can touch it. And it's like I know exactly where it's going to be painful. And as soon as I touch it, like, oh, that's
is
it.
tennis elbow exactly?
It's like the pain is like right in here on the lateral part. It's like that. There's like a bone right there, and it's, how do I explain what it is?
Okay, so it's part of the bone. It's a bone issue.
It's the tendon.
Oh, it's a tendon. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the tendon there.
Okay.
Tendinopathy or something. I don't really know what they're gonna find, because I already had the injections, like the cortisone injections, and it took him 5 minutes just to put the solution in. He could, he was looking at the screen because it was a sonogram. He had to pinpoint the exact spot, and it hurt like crazy because he kept moving it around. I mean, they did numb it, but I could still kind of feel it. And it was all up in my elbow trying to find the spot. I'm like, holy shit, like he hasn't found it yet. How is this so hard?
Wow. I don't know if I want to go through that. I have had cortisone shots in my wrist. My right wrist, it didn't work. It just made it more painful.
Mm-hmm.
My left wrist, it was painful for a few days after, but then I didn't have any problems with it for a good 6 months. But I don't feel like going back there every 6 months and having that injection because it is painful, the injection.
This year alone, I've had 9 cortisone injections.
Oh, you must have it really bad.
My body's just breaking down, all different parts. So, including the wrists and the elbow, just everywhere. So 9. And so when I told the physical therapist that, they're like, please don't get any more. Please don't ask for them for the tennis elbow. They're not good for you. They make it worse in the long run. They're I don't know. They're just like they were totally against it.
Everybody has an opinion. That's what I say. And I don't know.
Does your forearm hurt? Because that's where I had the pain too, up to the elbow.
Yeah, from my elbow all the way to my fingertips.
Yeah, that could be it for sure. They say pain relievers, physical therapy, because they're having me strengthen. I have to do all kinds of crazy things. Like you have to take the hand and you have to like keep the wrist straight, and then you go down like that, and then you go to the bottom, and then you raise it up, and then you squeeze, and then you go up like this to the top, and then do it again. And that shit hurts there. And then they have me doing things like with the arm to strengthen it to where that the pain can eventually go away. I'm also going for my hamstrings. I pulled both of my hamstrings. One I pulled twice. So it's really weakened my hamstrings. So I have to do a lot of physical therapy on those. That's been really hard. And it's just from sports related shit, just being active and hurt myself.
Yeah.
So for the tennis elbow, it takes 6 months to a year to heal, but you can feel relief much sooner than that. Still, in some cases, tennis elbow can last for up to 2 years, even when you keep up with your treatment regimen. So if the doctor is thinking, oh, well, she's not better. Well, no, it takes a long time. And this is so true. And I'm sure he knows that. He's a, what do you call him? A orthopedic surgeon?
Yeah.
Try going to a chiropractor. I need to go to a massage therapist.
But nothing is guaranteed. Nothing. I mean, yeah, a surgeon can tell you everything will be fine afterwards, but everyone's different. And
Mm-hmm.
My niece had gallbladder surgery a few years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
she's about my daughter's age, and that surgery led to another surgery, which led to another surgery, and by the time they were done, they had redone her entire system. They had to reconnect this to this, and don't ask me what. I don't know what they were doing, but she has got a scar from her cleavage all the way down to her belly button.
Mm.
That became so major, and it was just supposed to be a simple gallbladder surgery.
Seems like they go, well, if this happens, then we'll do this.
Yeah,
And they have to weigh the options. Is it worth even trying to do that? So they have a big job, especially with specialists, because they're the experts. So they have some major decisions to make according to the pain that people say they have or the tests that they that they get the results from.
that's why it's called practicing medicine, because they're never going to perfect it.
That's true. Never thought of it that way. Try going to a chiropractor. Is he talking to you?
No, I don't know.
We weren't even talking about like the back or the neck or anything.
I think he was saying that to you.
Mm.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
think
he was.
people like I don't talk about my health stuff because I just have so much. I've had so many. You should see like I keep a health file like of all the papers, and I just quit keeping it because the hospitals now everything's online, so they have every single visit you've ever had, and it's like, damn. I mean, how much shit can go wrong with one person?
A
But
lot.
but there is a lot, yes. So it's best that I just don't even talk about it. It's kind of cool that we did talk about it because I just don't. And if you have that tennis elbow, there's it's a long recovery. That's all I can pretty much say about that.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, are you waking up like with pain every day, to where your forearm and your elbow are just aching like sharp pain?
Some days. I think sometimes if I fall asleep before putting my wristbands on, it's worse because then I'm constantly waking up in pain. Um, in the morning, my hands are like really numb, tingling, like they're sleeping. You know how the part of your body sleeps. And I get the dropsies. I got no strength in them at times. It's pretty random with me.
Okay.
But I find that when wearing a brace to bed really makes a difference. I'll get a really good night's sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I hurt worse when I don't get enough sleep because that's when our body's healing is when we're sleeping.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of sleep,
Southern Belle, what's up? Yeah, speaking of sleep, gonna
5
go
o'clock
through it.
comes early now. My hours have changed recently, and
Oh, okay.
so yeah, 5 o'clock comes early. I wanted to go in early so I can get out early, especially in the summertime, all the sunshine. In the winter, I don't mind what time I get out because it's always going to be dark.
Yeah, that's true. The days are shorter.
Yes.
Well, have a good night. Thank you so much for chilling with me tonight. I appreciate
Yeah, I'm so glad you were on because I was kind of like, what am I going to do tonight? I'm kind of bored. I can't sleep. And then I noticed I get a notification. Oh, Shelly's on. All right, let's go. I got nothing going on tonight.
That's awesome. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, I appreciate it too because it also gives me someone to talk to.
Anytime.
All right. Yeah, same here. Anytime. Anytime I can, I'll be on.
All right.
Okay.
See you
Have a good
soon.
night, everyone. Good night.
Good night. Southern Belle just got in and we are just heading out. So I'll have to catch you next time. unless you were already here. That's cool. Good show tonight, guys. Very good. A little bit of education, medical wise. We had some bit of an outburst from our buddy Chip. Yay, go Chip, buddy. Who, yeah, just really got hot tonight over a clone account. Don't do that, guys. Don't do clone accounts. I don't like clone accounts. Apparently, somebody went up on Elizabeth K's panel and under my name and said the N word and then dropped down. So, kind of wondering who that was, and I would love to hear the clip of it and hear exactly how they said it, what was said, even though it was one word. So, yeah, that'd be kind of cool to hear. It'd be kind of cool to see what kind of an avatar went up, what kind of a name went up. I mean, those things are usually fixable. But was it my voice? Did somebody get a clip of me when I may have said it? That they caught me saying it or something. So she really went hard on me last night. But then she ended up saying, okay, well, yeah, I give you that, and then turned around and started yelling at me about how I treat her friend badly. Well, it has nothing to do with you or therapy bartender, because I was friends with you two. And just whenever Corrosive and I fell apart, the two of you had to go and be mad at me just because you wanted to simp for him. What? That's the problem that we all have in this community, quote, is that we tend to not deal with our own stuff, like mind your own business. Yes, do that. It'll provide a world of a wondrous place for you if you decide that you can do that. But it's just much easier to go along with the gang and go, oh, let me be mad too. That's what happened. So be careful who you have a falling out with, because you'll end up having a falling out with 10 other people just because of that one person. Cool, good. Don't need you if it's like that. Trust me. It was a voice changer on an avatar of a COC violation. Oh, then she knew it wasn't me. Don't try me like that. No. That's some kind of somebody else who would pull that, dude. No. A COC violation on Katie's channel. Oh. I wouldn't go on Katie's panel. I wouldn't go on there, though. I wouldn't go on Elizabeth K's. You're kidding? No, it's true, though. She said that it happened. I think she said it happened on hers. Yeah, if anybody does that in the future, it's definitely not me, because I'm not going to go near you two. Y'all got issues. And I'm talking about Karen issues. All right? That's something you got to deal with, not me. I can't help it that you want to be friends with me, and I'm not going to let, that bad behavior within my hula hoop, within my circle, or even near my hula hoop. Nobody can get in it because I'm in it. Not enough room for you. So, don't be mad because I won't let you near my hula hoop. And that's because of your character. Maybe you don't like my character. That's cool. I don't nefariously go around and do the kind of stuff that you guys do and make up lies. Don't make up lies. That's dumb. Hello? Yet people still make up lies because it's fun. Because they get their cool points. I already know the game, guys. I've been in it long enough to know. So, Elizabeth K, come on up on the panel, chick. what you got. But you won't say it to my face. I bet you, B, that you wouldn't say the things that you say online to my face. And if you think you would, meet up. Don't pull up. Meet up in a public place. All right? And you say to me, to my face, the things that you say online. Bet you won't do it. So don't do it on here. Because it makes you look like a coward. Do you want to look like a coward? Prime K. Is that how you choose to look? I'm talking to Elizabeth K, by the way, guys. The person who decides that she wants to bully me and probably others soon. So watch out for her. She'll be the next one riding your ass to bully you. That's what she's good for. Bullying. Why is she good at bullying? She's actually not even good at it. She sucks. She doesn't have any skill. She doesn't have like any tactics. She just goes hard. That's how you wear out. Ever watch boxing? You think they start out going super hard? No, they have 10 rounds to go. Obviously, they're going to preserve their energy. You don't. That's why you could never win at a verbal battle with me. Ever. So keep simping for your buddy and see how you get laid out. Ho. Elizabeth K. What a joke. Oh my gosh. What a fucking joke, dude. What is her problem? Seriously, what is her deal? Maybe she needs an ice cream cone. I mean, what is the problem? Why does she have to be so negative? Why is she so scorned? Scorned. Scorned ass. She must be in love with Corrosive because who would have sent for him that freaking hard? Oh my gosh. He's married. Hello. Oh my gosh, dude. Know your fucking boundaries. Really? Seriously, respect them. Like, clearly. All right, hippie. I think she's trying to tell me to hang this up. I'm stepping in hot waters, starting to boil. I don't know. I just get really worked up when I think of these bullies that, follow me around and then try to dogpile me. I mean, what am I supposed? You don't even let me talk. What am I supposed to do? Just take it? Is that what the crowd wants to see? Why do you guys like to see that? Let any one of you guys take my spot and tell me how it feels. Any one of you. Let's play a game. Let's play who's in the hot seat. Let's put somebody in the hot seat and have everybody go at them. We'll get together all the haters of that one person and just let it just be a dog pile fest. How about that? You guys want to do that? Throw the dog some bones and start barking at the chihuahua? I mean, I don't understand what you guys want to see. I don't get it. They see my name and all of a sudden they get so freaking triggered. Why? Nobody has an answer. And Silver Diamond, you can go fuck yourself, bitch. I don't like that woman. Ugh. Fuck you. Bitch. Ugh. Can't stand her. Let her step to me too. Weak ass bitch. You know what I just said about Silver Diamond? I meant every word of it. And that's how I really feel about her. Those are my true feelings about Silver Diamond. I think she's a two-faced bitch, and she gives out really cheap ass things to people to get their docs information. She's not good. She's no good. Don't fall for it. And also, she's a victim shamer. She's a rape victim shamer. And that's Silver Diamond for you guys. The worst of the worst. She just can't be better than that. She can't be better than the worst of the worst. It takes a lot to get back to a semi-good status when you're the worst of the worst. And that's Silver Diamond. She's the worst of the worst. She's the one. Too bad. Don't feel for you. That's you, sweetheart. You're the fucking worst of the worst. Hoe. Slut. Fucking victim shamer. Nothing else better to do. You know, as a woman, you would think that she would be more sympathetic toward victims, but she's not. She thinks she wears the crown around here. She wears thorns around here. Thorns. So don't go trying to win shit over there. She'll just fucking dox your shit. Slut. Can't stand her. Elizabeth, can't stand you. Can't stand you. You should shut up. She can shut up if you want. That'd be great. Rebel. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Chip. Can't help you, buddy. Can't help you. Sorry. Trumpy, no one cares. Nobody cares. Corrosive, go F yourself. And fuck off. I'll just say the shit back to you that you say to me. How do you like that? How does that feel? Corrosive, fuck off. How about that? How does that make you feel? Any good? You like it? I'm not going to lie, but you know, I will tell you guys the truth, and here it is. I'm sick of these bitches and hoes and sluts and assholes. I'm sick of them. Don't step to me. Just don't. If you think you're a bitch, slut, cunt, hoe, or asshole, stay out of my way. And if you think you're going to step to me, you better be ready. Because I'm not playing these games. And there's too many of you acting like a fool around here. That shit's gonna catch up to your asses. Better check yourself. All right. So the purpose for this, and this is how I'm going to pretty much end it, was to go over some different types of phobias. Fuck you. I don't know. No, you don't know the backstory. Don't do other people's biddings for them. All right. It makes you look like a flying monkey. And that's exactly what you just did for him. So congratulations. You put him in a power position because you did for him what he could do for himself. So good going. You might not want to do that anymore. Leave that name out the door. I'm gonna come in here with that crap. Call me a bitch. I don't care. Do it. Do it now. Call me it. Do it. If you think you're so badass. All right, let's take a look at this real quick. This was just the first thing that came up, so it's nothing special. List of phobias. Phobias are the most common mental illnesses in the United States. According to the National Institute of Mental Health, NIH, approximately 12.5% of adults in the U.S. will deal with a specific phobia in their lifetime. Women are more likely to experience phobias than men. Typical symptoms of phobias can include nausea, trembling, rapid heartbeat, feelings of unreality, and being preoccupied with the fear object. No, free side, not interested. I'm good. Thanks. The American Psychiatric Association identifies 3 different categories of phobias: social phobias, agoraphobia, and specific phobias. These are also known as social anxiety disorder. It's also known as irrational or extreme fear of being in places where escape is difficult, like crowded places. The thing that I can probably think of would be at the Times Square, New Year's, when you're with millions of people and you can't leave. Like, you're there and you're there to stay. So that may be frightening for some people, but people do it. Specific phobias are like things like snakes, spiders, needles. Those are the specific things, okay? Let's look at these. Phobia, fear of bathing. Achluophobia, fear of darkness. I'm scared of the dark. I have achluophobia. Acrophobia is a fear of heights. Quit saying I have fear of heights. You have acrophobia. A fear of flying. First time I flew, I was a little fearful, but now I know that it's not that bad. Aerophobia. Fear of pain. Well, good luck living a life without pain. Algophobia. Fear of open spaces or crowds is agoraphobia. Fear of needles or pointed objects, ichmophobia. Fear of riding a car, amaxophobia. Fear of men, androphobia. Fear of, oh, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Fear of air. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Name one person who has a fear of air, the most essential thing that we need to breathe. Anemophobia. Fear of angina, whatever, or choking, agenophobia. Fear of anger. Hey, Chip, Why don't you start to incorporate angrophobia in your life so you don't have the anger anymore? Fear of flowers, okay. Anthrophobia. Fear of people or society is anthropophobia. Oh, fear of being touched. A finphos. What? A fin. A pin. No. A penphomosphobia. Phos. How can they have an M and a P next to each other? Phosmophobia. That doesn't. They spelled that shit wrong. Oh, get out of here. Fear of peanut butter. Stop. Just stop. Arachibutyrophobia. There's no way. Nobody can fear that. That's too crazy. What's up, Gage Chan? Oh, you're saying hi to somebody by the name of Gage Chan. And that's probably Witch of Heart. Lottie fucking da. All right, next. Fear of spiders. A lot of people have that fear. Okay. Arachnophobia. Fear of numbers. Arithmophobia. Fear of thunder and lightning. Astrophobia. A lot of pets have that. Fear of outer space. Okay. Why would you fear it if you're never in it? Astrophobia. Fear of disorder or untidiness. Oh, ataxophobia. Fear of imperfection. Atelophobia. Come on, some of these are just ridiculous. Fear of failure. Aticophobia. Fear of what? Fear of human-like figures. Oh, like a tree or something that resembles a human? Automatonophobia. Ooh. Fear of being alone. Autophobia. That's AC. He can't be alone on his panel. He has to have backup every time. Fear of bacteria. Fear of gravity. Fear of gravity. Paraphobia. Oh, I'm afraid of being grounded. I want to float all day long. Fear of stairs or steep slopes. Bathmophobia. That makes no sense. That should be fear of baths. That does not add up. Fear of amphibians. Fear of pins and needles. Fear of... Jeez. No. Somebody stop this madness. Fear of books, guys. Fear of books. Do you have bibliophobia? Biblically, do you have bibliophobia? Fear of plants. Botanophobia makes sense. Fear of ugliness. Cassophobia. Fear of being ridiculed. Catalgophobia. Fear of mirrors. Fear of snow. In Florida, guess I am fearful. Never seen it. Fear of spending money. Fear of colors. Fear of clocks. Fear of time. Fear of food. Fear of confined spaces. Claustrophobia. Fear of climbing. Fear of clowns. Somebody had a fear of clowns. It's called Hey Siri. What is the fear of clowns?
Here's what I found from healthline.com. The fear of clowns is called coulrophobia.
Coulrophobia. Okay, coulrophobia. Fear of computers, cyberphobia. Fear of dogs, cynophobia. Fear of demons, demonophobia. I think everyone should be fearful of demons, okay? They're not happy beings. Fear of making decisions, fear of trees, fear of dentists, fear of houses, fear of accidents. Fear of houses, come on. I live in a cardboard box and I'm good with that because I'm afraid of a house. Fear of the home. Oh, there's a fear of a house and a home. Fear of cats. Fear of vomiting. As a kid, I used to not want to at all. If I had to, I was scared of it. Fear of insects, fear of teenagers. Okay. Fear of sex. What? Fear of horses. Fear of marriage. Gamophobia. Fear of knees. Oh, please. I'm scared of my knees, guys. I can't even look at them. I just don't need them. I'm afraid of them. Fear of speaking in public is glossophobia. I never heard that word before, but I have heard that there are like a lot of people have fear of public speaking. Fear of women. Fear of touch, fear of the sun, fear of blood, fear of reptiles. Hold on. This must be a joke. Okay, hang on, guys. Listen. A fear of long words. Okay. It's the longest word of all the fears, and they made it a fear. Don't do this to me. Please. This is too funny. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia. Hey Siri,
Uh-huh.
what is the fear of long words?
Here's what I found from howstuffworks.com. Hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia is the fear of long words, and also is one of the longest words in the English language.
Somebody has a sense of humor. Fear of water, fear of illness, fear of doctors, fear of insects, fear of rooms, fear of buttons. I can only have zippers on my jackets. Fear of the color white. What? Actually, leukophobia. Actually, we did a coverage on that as far as like a white room, completely white with no sound, like a soundproof room, is a place where somebody can go mentally crazy because it is just so just takes away so many of the senses that they get anxious. It's a very torturous place to be, is in a white room. Fear of tornadoes and hurricanes, only when you're on a roof for 10 hours. Fear of childbirth. Yeah. Not me in that one. Fear of cooking. Fear of large things. Oh my gosh. Come on. Fear of the color black. How do you... Oh my God, I don't get it. Fear of small things. Fear of dirt and germs. Fear of death or dead things. Necrophobia. I don't like dead animals. There was like a dead rat and I wouldn't pick it up. I had somebody else pick it up. Like it was in a yard and I was like, no, I can't. It smells bad and it's scary and no. So maybe I have that. Fear of the night, noctophobia. Fear of being without your mobile phone. Yes, totally. Nomophobia. Totally have that. Everybody has that. That's not a unique fear. Fear of hospitals, fear of the dark, fear of gaining weight, fear of the figure 8. Come on. Fear of rain, fear of snakes, fear of birds, fear of smells, fear of shellfish, fear of paper, fear of disease, fear of children, fear of kissing, fear of love. Here we go. Here we go. This is the best of them all. Fear of phobias. Fear of phobias, guys. Phobophobia. Remember that next time somebody talks about phobias, that the fear of phobias, the fear of having a phobia or phobias in general, this list would be horrifying to somebody with phobophobia. Fear of feet is podophobia. Fear of the color purple. Why don't they just have all the colors in here? Fear of ferns. Oh, get out of here. Fear of flying, fear of fire. I didn't see fear of circles in here. A lot of people have that, like beehives. It's very scary to people. Fear of Halloween, fear of school, fear of being stared at, fear of the moon, fear of social evaluation, sociophobia, fear of sleep. fear of speed, fear of technology, fear of the ocean, fear of hair, fear of thunder, fear of needles, injections, fear of holes. Fear of holes, there it is. Trypophobia. Trypophobia. Trypophobia is the fear of holes. That is interesting to me because a lot of these I don't get where the fear comes from, but especially that one. And I've seen a lot of pictures of like things that people are fearful of when it comes to holes. Fear of beautiful women. What? Fear of germs, fear of witches and witchcraft. Yeah, I'm fearful of Witch of Heart because I don't know what they're up to. Karma hurts, then why don't you go do a video about it? See if anybody cares to watch it. Punk. Fear of strangers and foreigners. Oh, yes. I've seen some people around here have that xenophobia, for sure. Fear of animals, just in general. And fear of vacuum cleaners. Oh, my gosh. Phobophobia, guys. Fear of phobias. That's the kicker. That's the one that sticks most. And the fear of long words, which is the long word ever. So all kinds of different treatments for it. Cognitive behavioral therapy, exposure therapy, which really does work. I did some virtual exposure to the MRI, and there's this thing that you can do, like a virtual reality, where you can move your phone around and then you can see the whole room and stuff. But that kind of helped me a little bit today, I think. Oh, the fear of chewing gum. I didn't see that one. But those are like jokes, I think. Chiclophobia. Fear of public speaking. Okay, is so common that researchers have estimated that as much as 77% of people have some level of this fear. I believe that doing live streams has helped me to eliminate that problem by at least 80%. So I may have a little bit of nervousness just for fear that I will forget my thought or something like that, but it's not near as bad as it used to be. So it was all worth it, even with the trolls, guys, even with the trolls. Oh, God, look who's here. What's up, STL? STL's here, I'm out. Hot do shit, I'm out. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.